Anyways, we do have a draft
There
up
it is.
and running.
Beautiful. And all of the typical first phase bans except for Brew. There's a Brew ban. Which is interesting because I believe Schofield is the... Schofield plays a lot of offlane in pubs. I don't know if he's the offlaner for this squad.
No, I believe Frank is.
Okay, so he's the carry?
No,
And
Schofield is position 4.
Really?
I believe so.
I swear to God, every pub I'm in with Schofield, he's Ursa.
Schofield has always been
And
playing like
screaming,
position 4.
just screaming, going in as a bear and going absolutely crazy.
Going in as a bear.
Dude, this guy embodies the bear. Like I've never met anybody that's more of a perfect Ursa player than Schofield.
Really? I'm a big fan of his clockwork. I was always a big fan of that.
That would make a lot of sense too
His
for me.
position
Maybe that's why he's a
his
4.
position 4 clockwork has always been one of my favorites.
Earth Spirit's another one that he plays a lot in pubs.
Yes.
Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit, that's a great 4 too. The Vengeful Spirit though does get picked up for the side of SG. So there.
Vengeful Spirit.
Yep.
What is this? Like 2 months ago? What's happening?
I don't know. They want to mix it up. They're trying some different things here. And again, Duster is the one drafting for SG today.
Would you say that they're swapping it up?
Get out.
All right, I'm
Get
actually
out.
going to
I'm in the market for a new analyst. Anybody over here? I want to get rid of this guy with his dad jokes.
Well, you know what? Lizard makes... You know what? Let's not bring Lizard into this. I don't know why you...
There's a lot of
NA
players here that I'm sure
I don't know why you brought Lizard into it. You know, you always bring up Lizard, and I don't want to talk about it.
I don't...
That's about that.
Okay.
All right?
Good talk, Jenkins. Good
Okay.
talk. So I'm interested to see now what Thunder Predator wants to pick up, if they're going to be going for... I'd assume they'd be going for a support first, right? Like a support off-lane sort of thing, depending on what comes out. They go for the Winter Wyvern. Interesting.
I think this hero is one of the strongest 5s right now. Once again, I really genuinely believe that... Like, I don't think Venge is a good 5. I don't think Venge is a good hero. I legitimately don't think Venge is a good hero in the current patch.
Okay,
I really think that like games that are going later and later, you want heroes that have like good Aghanim Scepters. You want heroes that scale really well. Wyvern obviously scales with the enemy team. All you need is to just go into the late game on Winter Wyvern, and you're going to be effective. Warlock as well, like the Fatal Bonds, percentage damage. Your Golem, it's like utility scaling.
Yeah, that's really weird that they actually just totally ignored the Warlock. That seems to be like one of those picks right now. That's super.
I think it's like a team-based thing where some people have really looked into that replay where it was it OG that was playing the Warlock with the Grimstroke?
Yes.
And I know
that was a Big Daddy No Tail special.
A lot of people were like, okay, this is the next big thing. And but that would depend on the players and who sees it and who has that chat with their team. Because I know there are teams that were like watching that replay, like this is the next big thing. But some teams just might not believe in it. Some teams just might not have seen it like the other teams have. But I feel the same about Wyvern, where like there are a lot of players that are picking it in pubs, but then there's just like this other group of players that they're not picking it because they think it's bad. They're just not picking it because they just haven't gotten to it yet. It's like a relatively new patch.
I also think that Wyvern, we saw in the minor actually. I think it was oh gosh, what was their name back then? It was Majestic. I think they're in Vorgesa now, but.
They renamed, they rebranded.
They're Anvorgesa now because they couldn't come up with a name, so Guaxin picked it out for them, and their logo is a hamburger cat because apparently I thought Anvorgesa was just hamburger, but it actually is the I Can Has cheeseburger meme or something. So, but this is something that we saw them pick up actually because it is a BKB piercing spell. It's one of those great spells, and like they picked up this life stealer, right? So you know if you're trying to like chase someone down, this is a great way. You know, if he throws out that rage, you can just use that. You know, you don't want to use it just for that, but it's an option. It's a way to kind of hold him into place and make sure that he can't escape.
Lifesteal is he's pretty good against Leshrac. I mean, you have all this magical damage and disable, and you just ignore that and shred the Leshrac in 2 hits. Really good against in lane. Like if you have any setup for a Leshrac, a Jugger Lifesteal is always a potential pick in the laning phase because you literally just press your magic immunity and you survive. Because there's always a little bit of a window between the Leshrac stun and whatever the setup is generally. With that being said, though, I do think that Wyvern is pretty decent against Lifestealer. Like, you can turn his whole team on him, and it's a BKB piercing disable. One of the best things about playing a Lifestealer or Jug is the ability to like split push side lanes and safely get out by just BKB TPing, well, using your magic immunity and then TP. But you can't do that against a Wyvern. And Leshrac actually has a decent amount of physical damage in the Edict. It's it can be hit or miss. Like, whichever team is in a lead is going to make the other you know, Lifestealer is strong, he's going to make these heroes look awful. If these heroes are strong, he's going to make Lifestealer look awful. That's just kind of like the nature of this matchup.
And I don't really love the fact that they picked the Lifestealer so early, too, because it really opens the door to be able to kite. That is one thing that I'm a bit concerned. Because you could get something like a Morphling.
With the new Lifestealer, though, I don't think you really care all that much about it, just because with the Radiance build, you're kind of like, you want fights to go long. So if Radiance...
There's also that period of time, though, where you're working on your Radiance. You can't do anything. Like, you have to...
Oh, yeah, he's useless.
Yeah.
That's a useless hero before Radiance. It's like you lane, you're useless, and then you get a Relic, then you farm near your team and still are probably useless.
Yeah.
And then you get a Radiance and you fight.
Well, this is a very active lineup so far coming out from Thunder Predator, especially with the Leshrac being able to throw out the Diabolic Edict and just start to take those buildings down early and just run people down.
Yeah, his tower pressure is insane if he actually rotates. Like if you make aggressive rotations, or you can like death push down lanes. That also works. That's a way to get towers. I feel like it's a little unnecessary in a lot of cases though. But because I do think that, you know, if you watch Zai play Leshrac, for example, what Zai will do is he'll rotate, get a kill, take a tower, rotate, get a kill, take a tower. Even before like 5 minutes into the game, he'll do it. He'll rotate and have 2 cores in the same lane just to secure a tower. Like if that secures a tower, if that secures a map advantage where you can have more heroes farming than the enemy team, Secret will make a play like that. Xiaoweight's another really good Leshrac player. He does that early on into the game. Now, this hero is played best in my opinion when you are like rotating really early. I mean before level 6. Like the hero's such a strong rotator.
Oh, there's the Razor pickup. Good counter to that Lifestealer, of course.
Once again, it's a weird matchup to have the Razor versus the Lifestealer. It's really good because the Lifestealer Radiance damage is not enough to, you know, kill people. You really need to fight to go a long time to kill people with just the Radiance damage. So you do right click a little bit, but you don't care as much as the old Lifestealer.
Are they going Drow here?
On SG?
No, on Thunder Predator.
Oh, maybe. I feel like for SG, they're looking for like a Slardar sort of pick here with Venge minus armor, Lifestealer Slardar.
Or a Dazzle, possibly?
Classic combo. Dazzle... Oh, man, I would hate to see a Venge Dazzle support duo, but
that's true.
It is a lot of minus armor with the new ultimate. It's a lot of minus armor, but
I actually have not seen the new Slardar in action with Ags yet. Have we seen that in any pro games yet?
I've seen it in pubs. I haven't seen it in Birmingham yet, but I'm sure it's picked. People in pubs are picking it up quite a bit, so they're going like Blink 1-item Aghanims or Blink Aghanims depending on the game. Like Blink Force Aghanims, Blink BKB Aghanims, Blink Aghanims. Blagnums, yeah. The classic. Yep. It's awkward, though, to pick a Slardar into Razor, because then you have 2 side laners that just do completely miserably against a Razor. So that just gives Razor a free lane in the side lanes. And being able to have that means that you can like rotate between the other 2 lanes and just have... Like, you're almost guaranteed to win 2 out of the 3 lanes, if that's the case. If both your side lanes lose to one of your cores.
The Earth Spirit picked up, though, for SG. I like this. This is a very active... It's got team fight capabilities as well. It's going to be something... I believe that's going to be Duster playing the Earth Spirit and Nuages then playing the Vengeful Spirit.
It's magic damage, too. They have a lot of physical damage right now, but they have really lacking the magical damage. I mean, Lifestealer gets a Radiance eventually, but Earth Spirit has early game magic damage. And there's a lot of heroes that you can pair him with where it's pretty strong. There's still a Darkseer available. I feel like they want to go Darkseer Earth Spirit, and I kind of feel like the Jug is a counterpick to the Darkseer that's about to be picked right now, just because you pick the Earth Spirit, because you know if you pick Darkseer, then they just get Schofield Earth Spirit, so you have to pick the Earth Spirit first.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm completely misreading this, but I feel like this is a Darkseer pick, and Thunder Predator knew, and that's why they picked Jug to counter this. Let's see. I'm very curious about this.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe they're thinking, do we really want to lane
5 seconds remaining.
Darkseer to Jug? Because I feel like the reason that they wanted to go for the Darkseer Earth Spirit combo is because it's pretty good against Razor.
It's super strong.
It's really good against like Razor or Leshrac Wyvern. Like these heroes are good against physical damage, but not magical damage. You can just completely run down any of these heroes, but not a Jug. Jug doesn't care. But once again, it's not a free game for Jug either. Like Venge can swap him out of his spin TP, so he can't just, willy-nilly run down a lane.
Go for Puck instead. That's pretty good, though. They don't have great lockdown.
It's a good puck game. It's a really good puck game. If
But
you,
is that an arms puck or is that a sexy fat puck?
good question. You could probably flex it. Just if it looks good somewhere, just put it there. Like it's really good against Razor and I wouldn't say it's really good
10
against Razor and
seconds
Lane,
remaining.
but it does fine against Razor and Lane. It does really well against Jug and Lane. It would do good against Leshrac and
5
Lane.
seconds.
Yeah, it's
Do
got
well,
really
I should
good base attack damage too, which
Yep.
is nice for
You'll
last hitting.
You'll
and
trade with all of these
Radiant
heroes really
team
effectively.
battle.
It's just with the Razor you can.
they think it's off lane though because they ban out the Quap.
I would imagine it's probably Earth Spirit Puck off lane. That seems like once again these two kind of 4 and 3 heroes that just complement each other really nicely. Like even Earth Spirit to kind of frontline for a puck.
Yeah.
Set up ganks, puck orbs in afterwards. You have a lot of team fight damage, lockdown. Power spikes kind of
10
similar. You want to
seconds
fight
remaining.
together at the same times.
SG's got a lot of mobility right now, which is pretty nice. Although you do
5
have some pretty good
seconds
vision
remaining.
coming out from the side of Thunder Predator too. I guess both of them have good vision, right? Because you've got the illusory orb, which provides vision. You've got the flying vision coming out from Wyvern, and eventually, if you decide to go for the talent with the night vision, what is that? 500?
Yeah, something like
vision or
that.
something?
The Venge as well with the Howl
Yeah.
is very good. Do you remember when people used to use the healing ward for vision?
Yes.
And nobody does that anymore because it's so slow.
Yeah. They still use the
Radiant
courier a
team
lot in
Oh, yeah.
South American Dota, especially.
Courier gets used. That's a similar thing to the healing ward where it's like it's a very valuable thing that you're using, but vision is also just very valuable. So but they could still go for a Darkseer here, but it's definitely not good against the Jug. That Jug put like a wrench in that potential plan that was there. So
I
let's
want
see.
something that can move
10
around with this
seconds
puck
remaining.
because Puck wants to fight early, right? To get the
I
level
still
6.
feel like Slardar's really good as
5
well. Like
seconds.
I don't think this is going to be an arms puck.
I don't know. Slardar owns Jug and Lane.
I don't know.
I'm really cool, real cool with the Slardar. I feel like it rounds out the lineup. Just kidding. It's an Ember Spirit.
Told ya.
All right. A lot of magic damage on SG.
Huskar.
Oh. Okay.
J. Murray Huskar.
Jesus.
I love seeing J. Murray on heroes that are active. Like that's a big thing for South American, like mid players especially. Like I like Leo style on heroes like this too. I hate seeing them on like really staticky farm. There's very few South American players that I
man.
think maybe HF and Costabile, like sometimes they can pull that off, but otherwise I love to see them like being very
You
active.
cannot put Ember mid. Period. That is why they're considering between the Puck and the Ember Spear here. They're like, all right, guys, do we dual lane with Ember Venge or something like that?
They're
Do we-
still gonna put Ember mid. Arms.
no way. No way.
Unless
not against a
Arms is,
Huskar.
unless they feel like Arms is the better
You-
Ember player and they're just gonna move him.
You probably want to just Lifestealer
10
versus Jug,
seconds
which is not a
remaining.
great matchup. The thing is, it's like, do you want to rotate an Ember to
5
be against a
seconds
Razor as
remaining.
well? This is an awful Ember game. He's really gonna have to come back with rotations or have people literally dual lane the Huskar, but then you just dual lane with the Huskar as well, and the Huskar wins anyway. Like,
I don't know.
Huskar is such a complete trump pick, and
Oh, so with Atun missing it, J. Murray's taking over.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, Schofield is taking over the carry position.
Oh, okay.
Because usually Atun's the one who plays that.
Maybe
And then
that's
Frank,
why.
of course, in the off lane. The Prada is their position 4 this time. Usually Prada does 5, I believe.
Not sure. I don't recognize his picture from pubs. Maybe he changed it. This guy's smurf a lot. 3-0-16. He hasn't died in the last 2 matches that he played. What? Are you kidding me?
Schofield God.
3-0-16 at like 6-0-11. I can't just look at that and not make a comment about it. That's nuts. That's 2
Prepare
pub
for
matches.
battle.
You're not like feeding once?
I don't know.
Good lord.
I do like the high fives coming out, though. Don't leave Golem hanging. Nice.
What are their lanes?
What was I was reading something on like Reddit or something like that where what was it, like mid one or one of the players was just like digging up something in like a professional match and they're like, yep, that's Dota in a nutshell. Professional match. And,
I tweeted that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was my tweet.
Yeah.
People
I
people
liked
like that one.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, I saw it was like a match for like $100,000, and I think it was LGD. They were like digging. They're digging for battle points in
middle of
a match with
professional game.
$100,000,
I love it.
and it's like, yeah, that sounds like the community, the Dota community. Literally memes over hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, OG 1TI, those guys are the biggest memers. People literally mute them.
They're pretty big memers. I don't know. I felt like the old Chaos Pain. There was a lot of memes, like the chat wheel Tabalito doing all the.
I think that was the whole like Pain into Chaos thing was during a period of time for me that I was focused like solely on NA Dota. So I actually did not follow that.
There were so many chat. Like I think what was it? Tavo was playing like Enigma, and he got like a crazy. It wasn't a rampage, but it was damn near close. And the entire time he's just all chatting voice lines. Like that's what they became really known for.
Was it a double?
Even before OG?
Was it a double? Like he refreshed
yes,
double black hole?
yes.
I think I remember that. He died, bought back, and then did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing a clip of that. I made a video on that actually. The video was on like using buyback, like using your buyback as a way to bait fights is the most important. It's so risky, but it's such a high level play actually to be like, I'm the most important hero. I'm gonna run in and die. It's like, all right, dude, relax with that idea there, buddy. That's a dangerous idea. And then he gets a double, like 4 or 5 man black hole. I think it was a 4 man black hole, and then like the puck blinked in and got the second
stuck,
one.
yeah.
And then they killed all of them.
Yeah.
They killed all of them.
It was a good play.
And not only was it a double black hole, he set up for the double black hole by killing himself.
Yep.
Like what kind of game do we play that's a legitimate strategy?
I remember that I was at home and like
just kill
that
yourself.
happened, and then he went back in. I just like lost it, like screaming. I was like, people are gonna think I'm getting murdered because like I just was losing my mind.
Tavo was committing murder.
Yeah, he was. It's nice to see him on
Yeah,
complexity.
Good
now.
for him.
Yeah,
good
that's
for
an
him.
organization that'll take care of him. If it ends up working out, because I think it's technically he's on trial. But I'd say it's doing pretty well for them.
I had no idea that they were sponsored by an NFL team.
You didn't know that?
No idea.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys, man.
What has esports come to?
I don't know. Pain Gaming Brazil just got sponsored by Coca-Cola Brazil.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
That's super huge.
Good for us.
Yeah.
Good for us.
We're making it. We're doing it.
I'm loving it, dude. I mean, it's not me. I'm not getting any of that money, but you know,
No,
good
it's
for
nice.
good
It's
for
nice
these
to
other
see
people.
These bigger,
yeah, it's great.
bigger sponsors, you know.
It is great.
Duster's just whacking back and forth up here with Schofield. So he's gonna go try to get himself that rune. There's gonna be the roll forward though. Be able to secure that rune. They might be able to find themselves a kill here.
So he tries to body block, but
Going in, yeah, they'll be able to go use that Arctic Burn. That is a long cooldown, though, now that they forced that out of the Winter Wyvern. Follow up with the Magic Missile, the roll forward. It might actually now be Impulse who's going to fall here. One more hit should do the trick, and Sexy Fat going to be able to get the first
You've just
blood.
achieved first blood. Thanks.
the
and
amount
have
of
fun.
times I've seen somebody feed because they didn't expect a tri-lane to be in an area right at the start, that's like once every pub. Like that literally happens in every single NA pub. So it does not surprise me that I see that happening here, where it's like, oh my god, the Venge is here? Who would have thought?
This is
Nobody actually. Like, nobody thinks that. Like, I die to that all the time. Playing like a Crystal Maiden, I walk up and there's just like a support where they shouldn't be at the start. Oh, Jamari. They're tri-laning the Huskar.
Yeah, this is an awful lane for ARMS, although looks like they'll be able to get the kill on Jamari.
I guess this is the play.
I guess, you want to make sure that ARMS gets farmed.
You know, this used to be a legit strat. Remember when people would run like Bane Mirana at lanes? Like they would dual roam with supports.
We called it the LOL3 mid strat. Like, no matter what, one of my friends, no matter what happens, whenever he plays mid, there's always somehow 3 heroes in his lane. And he's like, why? I'm not even winning the lane. Go away.
Actually, speaking of not even winning the lane, that's the thing with this is like, you kill the Huskar, but I don't think he really cares. Like early deaths don't matter at all anymore. Like XP wise.
Oh, Prada takes this rotation. They get a kill on ARMS. And Sexy Fat gets a kill on Impulse on the top lane too. The Wyvern will fall.
Got 4 kills in like 2 minutes. There's so many rotations happening.
This is Thunder Predator Dota, honestly.
You know
These
what's
guys,
funny?
they make a lot of kills happen in the early.
So Thunder Predator are rotating because they don't feel like they need to be in the other lanes. So like Prada can just walk mid, and then SG are rotating because they don't want to be in the losing lanes anyway. So they're rotating mid. It's like they're both rotating for completely different reasons, But it's just like, I want to be in a different place on the map, so I'm going to go there and look for, oh, I got a kill. Cool. And as a result, I mean, it's completely even. Well, not completely, but
it's fairly close.
It's
yeah.
relatively
Less
even.
than 1K.
Even though there's a lot of action, like there's action on both sides, so nobody's completely favored in this.
You have been denied.
I mean, hats off to Arms because it is not a comfortable lane for him, but he's still CSing quite well. This Wyvern is not looking so great right now as they're going to go just right behind here. Tries to get off some of that Splinter Blast. Impulse, one more hit should do the trick, and Duster will find it.
They're just abusing the stand-in. You can't do that. That's psychological warfare. That's illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah, that's the, what was that one? The Rules of War? I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody wrote it.
I don't know. I actually don't know anything about Impulse. You? Do you know that person at all?
Yeah, I can't control mine at all, actually.
Oh, great.
I just drink like 3 Red Bulls a day. Oh, you mean the player?
Yes, and the player.
Okay.
Although, hold that thought for a second because they're going to try to make some moves over here onto Prada, but Frank will be able to go get off that link over here and steal 70 damage from the Life Stealer. Duster. Oh, Duster. He was trying to make things happen, but not going to be the case here as Frank gets that last hit.
The wand charge bait works every time. Prada, save the wand charges.
Dire's top
Baits
tower
him close
is
to
under
the tower.
attack.
So Razor just turns around with 70 damage. Free hits. This is an offlane Razor too, so him having a good start is crucial. Because like this hero has no comeback if you don't have the levels. Like if you don't have points in the current or the plasma field, he can be so useless as an offlaner. Although Golem's not farming too poorly down here. Despite being against a Razor.
I feel like that's kind of the thing for SG right now, right? Because you've got J-Marie making a lot of problems for the Ember, but he's still not too bad with CS 16-1. Obviously, Huskar winning up that matchup.
Yeah, the
but
15
also,
denies, though, is the...
The denies is the big thing.
That's where
Yes,
it hurts.
that's
Although...
They changed that, right?
To be fair, yeah, denies have been buffed. Well, I mean, depends on the way you look at it, I guess. Getting denied has been buffed, like 3 patches in a row. They don't want denies to matter so much anymore. For the person that's getting denied, it still gives you the gold, which is great, but like Arms is not doing too poorly level wise. He's only a whole level behind, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's a Huskar.
That's really good if you're exactly.
If this is like 3 patches ago, Huskar's 8. Arms is level 4.
He's got the bottle coming out now, so that way he's gonna have some form of regen. It's been a rough lane for him for sure. And that rune control is gonna be very important. 5-minute runes are about to come up though. Looks like Noaje's already in position. We have to grab his own. I don't think they're going to go across the river, though, or the other one, in fact. It's going to be,
tied to the impurities.
3 going over to the side of SG, and 1 over to the side of Thunder Predator.
No, well, wait a minute. SG got 3 of them.
Yeah, I said SG.
All right, despite Thunder Predator looking real good in these lanes. Like Razor versus the Nakes. That's a winning matchup for Razor. I guess that's just the nature when you maybe don't have heroes to push the waves. I don't know. It's interesting to me that they got 3. I guess when you're like losing the lanes.
Oh, they're getting real aggressive on Arms here. Gonna be able to get taken down. Sexy Fat though should be able to find this kill over onto Prada. 1 more hit. Takes him down. Good rotation coming out here. You can see the Vengeful Spirit also wants to be a part of this as Duster. All right, they're going to push back over here onto J-Marie, and they'll be able to find that magic missile. Sexy Fat gets himself a double kill.
Thanks for playing Dota.
Definitely worth the rotation there for sure.
And 3 range creeps mid for Arms. This is going to be some nice experience without Huskar being here to pester him.
Radiant's top tower
Because he's
is
sitting.
under
Oh man,
attack.
he's not even 6 yet.
Well, the moment he gets level 6 on Arms, he's fine with the game. Like even though there's a Huskar, he just wants to rotate anyway.
Oh, this could be a double kill possibly. No, Duster, he's got that fairy fire. I thought Sexy Fat might be able to get a little bit more, but I think he does have a wand on him. On that jug.
I thought he was going to go.
No, he doesn't. All right, I'm lying.
I thought Duster was going to go for that, but the cooldowns on Earth Spirit spells in the early levels are actually it's pretty high, like 16 seconds, 18 seconds. Like he kind of commits and then he can't really keep going.
Trickster's rune of illusion.
Later on into the game, like who am I kidding? This hero has always got spells. So now they just put Ember Spirit in jungle. He's going to get 6, probably rotate after that. I imagine you rotate to like the Razor's lane and just kill the Razor over and over again because he's an offlaner. He's not that tanky. And you can't kill the Jug as an Ember. You'd need like 3 heroes to kill Jug.
Don't mind Frank down here. He's just walking his Life Stealer. Oh, he's just a little too fast for him. He's still gonna make it out here with 100 hit points, and Frank's very happy to just go ahead and hit up this creep wave.
You know what the nice thing about playing off-lane Razor versus the Nakes is? Is that you can just ruin your entire game by going static link just to ruin the Nakes' game. And because you're an off-laner, it's like, that's worth it. You know, you're trading like your 3 position for a 1 position.
And we lose Nuages in the top lane. Prada finding himself a kill, and Golem's coming right back in again, chasing down Frank. Frank will turn back around. He's got the static link, but Duster should be able to go. He misses out the stun, though. They're going to turn right back around. Golem's got to use that rage, move himself away. Nuages is following up, though, with that magic missile. There's not a lot of damage over here. They're going to try to turn back around. Golem's sitting so very, very low right now. You have to be really careful, but in comes Arms. He's going to be able to clean up a nice kill as he chases after Prada. He finally has that level 6 magic missile coming through here, and they'll be able to get a kill on Duster. Or rather, for Duster, as Prada will fall.
Nice rotation from the Ember Spirit.
He needed that. He needed
once again. That's
bounce back.
That's kind of like a big reason, in my opinion, that I think Ember Spirit is so strong as a hero is the fact that you can just get completely decimated in the mid lane, and if you're a good Ember, you can just come back with kills. That's kind of how I felt with Pudge as well, where it's like this hero can just feed and be so useless, but you hit like 1 hook, you know, and you're back in the game. Like you win the game for your team. I feel like Ember's really similar. There's just such a high skill cap to it. You can just run out of lane and use your chains on the right people, use your spells on the right people, 2 kills, all of a sudden you're a hero again.
You gotta watch out though. We call it the NA special, where you have the Ember Spirit who uses up all of his remnant charges all at once trying to get a kill, and then he can't escape. So definitely don't want to see that happening.
Yeah, I think high skill cap, but also skill floor, low skill floor.
Yeah, I guess
like you can really butcher this hero.
Frank, he is gonna get ganked by 4 different heroes here in the bottom lane. Sexy Fat is doing work on this puck right now.
See, here's the problem. Is like in between the cores, the only hero that's killable is the Razor. You're not gonna kill a Jug. You're not gonna kill a Huskar, unless you have every single hero.
True.
You have to make an actual rotation to the Huskar. So the only person that's going to get casually rotated on is the Razor. Like he's just destined to have an awful game this game. And because he has max static link, he can't do anything but lane. Like he can't go jungle.
Duster not going to be able to quite land this. They'll turn back around. They've got the silence. They're just going to have to duck Sexy Fat out. Arms is hoping maybe he could burn down Jamery. Not going to be able to do it fast enough though.
Yeah, that's why you can't rotate. Like you can't rotate on a Huskar. You need. Never mind.
No, run Nuages. Oh, the stun comes out. There's a lot of burning tears. That's a double kill.
I'm glad Jamari is high skill, because I was just saying how you can't do that, and if he just dies behind the tower to like a solo venge, I'd be very upset.
Do you have tomes coming out now? Do you have 2 tomes that are deployed, I believe, at is it the 5 or 10 minute mark, or does it?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Every time it's 2 tomes.
What is that courier? Well, no, the other one.
Moon of illusion.
I'm seeing.
Oh, it's like the crab and the Greevil.
I'm seeing a crab. Oh, the Greevil's riding a crab.
Smeevil, yeah. I was like, that thing is like
That's
scampering.
hostile. That's hostility right there.
Yeah, he's enslaved them.
You guys have a crab, we have a Greevil riding a crab.
Yeah. Yeah, that is some dominance right there.
Yep. Viva Peru. Duster's just chilling top.
My question is, how do you deal with this puck right now, though, too? Because you don't have great lockdown.
It's a puck. Whatever.
But, like, this is the hero that's going to be making that space. Golem actually makes a rotation to this top lane. Sexy Fat's going to try to draw Schofield's attention over here.
Is under attack.
Do you see a rotation? In comes Jamery. They have the Dream Coil if they need to use it. Echo throw out that illusory orb, get a little vision.
I just want to say this from like pub experience, and also just what I saw Schofield do there, which is just run at the puck and hit puck for no reason. Like this guy actually has zero fear. I don't think this guy actually registers fear as an emotion.
Puck or
Schofield?
Schofield, yeah.
Like I'm 99% sure this guy just said like.
It's all those days of playing position 4. Look at him. He's not even worried.
Like he's actually not. That's the crazy that you hear this guy in a pub and he's just screaming and laughing over the mic, like maniacally.
That's great. Those are the type of players that I like to support. The ones that have fun.
He does high skill stuff. He's like he goes absolutely crazy, but you know, he owns people, so.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
All right, we do have a life stealer infest over here on Sexy Fat. They're hoping maybe they can get a kill over onto Frank here. The roll coming forward from Duster. He's so fast, though. They just can't grab him fast enough. Although they do have another illusory orb coming up. There's going to be the kick forward here. He's still so fast, though. Frank, they find him over onto the corner. Use the Dream Coil, out pump Golem, and again, this is probably the only person that they might be able to kill, but there's going to be Jamer jumping over here onto Sexy Fat. Should be able to get the kill onto the puck. He's already sitting very, very low. Winter's Curse coming out at the last second here, going to be able to hold that Ember into place, and they'll turn back around it again. Jamer, he's just slicing away over it. They do finally kill him here. Arms is taking a light. He's got 4 Burning Spears stacked on him. He's totally toast. Toast? No? No, 20-something hit points. Oh, my word.
He's uncooked toast, which is just bread.
He's bread.
How can you cook Ember Spear? Tell me that. Yeah, that was nice. He just mechanically played that fight really well.
That was so close.
Caught the Huskar with his pants down. And, you know, that's just an embarrassing thing you can't recover from if you're Huskar.
Yeah, he strikes me as the kind of person that is a very private person.
He doesn't seem like the type of guy that would be able to recover from getting caught with the pants down. Let's be real.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pride thing. He doesn't wear much for clothing anyways.
Yeah, he's no Zyori, you know.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Whoa!
Oh, come on. He'd like that joke.
He probably would. Zyori's gonna, Zyori can laugh.
He makes that joke all the time.
Yeah, but that's him making the joke, yo.
Oh, come on. Come on. We're Moonduck.
We are Moonduck. Well, I'm still Moonduck. I don't know about you after that comment.
I was Moonduck. yeah. Now I'm not. But, you know.
We've almost got that Battle Fury online for Schofield now. I'm surprised this tower's still standing, but they've done a great job in trying to, like, keep it up. Although they need to be careful. Duster's nearby, as is Sexy Fat. Impulse is moving back. This should be a tower takedown.
Look at this man. He's just aggressively spinning on a puck behind the tower. Like, if I see a puck running at me like that, I'm like, oh god, there's 10 people behind the puck. It's like, Jenkins, there's only 4 people. There's 10 people behind this puck. Look at how he's playing. Oh, he doesn't care. Schofield doesn't care.
Well, that's why Schofield is playing in this tournament and you're not.
Because there's no Canadian team in the tournament, you mean? I'm not American.
You are American. You're just not a United States of American.
Don't tell me that.
You're a Canadian. Alright, Sexy Fat, he's looking. They really want to just keep going after Frank here. They know that that's the best hero that they can kind of farm up. They'll go and use those open wounds, and they'll take down the Razor.
Frank is actually the only hero that can die in this game.
Yeah.
Easily, I should say.
I think it's later. We'll start to see
of course, definitely.
More opportunities out, but right now, no. It's definitely dodge the Huskar. That is the name of the game. Dodge the Huskar. Try to protect your towers the best that you can. Bottom lane, though. Oh, that's a nice Winter's Curse coming out here. Duster will get taken down. J-Marie, he's sitting very, very low, and they'll be able to take him out as well. Arms has a double damage. He's looking at Prada over here, and they're all kind of slowly cooking to this Edict. As they're going to try to Remnant forward, they'll be able to go get some more damage over here onto Prada. There's going to be the Splinter Blast coming out. Nice swap coming out from Nuages as well. Prada's still alive, though. Oh, the last second, that's light. Frank, making his rotation too, is going to be just throwing out that static link, holding onto Golem, scaling up 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and we're up to 200 damage, but he's got to catch him now. That's the big thing, and there's going to be the Vengeful Spirit Plasma is going to get used. Doesn't have the, nope. Will get taken out. I thought he might have that magic missile to be able to just slow him down, but you know what? You're okay with that. You get your Ember out, or rather you get your Life Stealer out, and you only lose your position 5.
I'm going to be totally frank with you here. If I was that Vengeful Spirit, I'm complaining that why did that Razor have vision of me still? Like, the lingering vision on the plasma field is actually a lot. It was enough to give him, like, 3 hits while Venge was fogged.
They have
in the trees.
Oh, that's true. I was about to say they do have a ward down.
But it was, I don't think it caught. I don't think it caught the Venge. The Venge was, like, behind the trees to the north.
That's true.
I think it was honestly just a lingering vision from... That's the thing with the Razor, is that you have the plasma field slow, the lingering vision, you have the static link vision. This hero actually has a lot of ways of chasing people, and not just in, you know, being fast and slowing people down. It's like the vision game for chasing people, like not being able to get juked, is really important. That's why Batrider is very hard to escape too.
Yeah.
The hero's got like 1 disabled, but he's still really hard to run away from because he just sees you and he just chase you infinitely. That's why level 1 Batriders are... Well, actually, that's not why level 1 Batriders are so potent. They go napalm, but still. These vision heroes, very good at chasing.
I know what you meant.
You can't juke through trees, you know? They need to make Pudge Rot give vision. That's what they need to do.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely not. You madman.
Zai needs to not pick Pudge anymore, man. They're gonna nerf that hero.
Dire's
What are you
middle
doing,
tower
Secret?
is
Come
under
on.
attack.
Do you see some pushing up here in
Dire's
this top
structures
lane?
are fortified.
Try to farm up. Just trying to find any safe spot for Golem right now. Again, the name of the game seems to be just trying to dodge any fights until Lifestealer gets what he needs online. And he's getting closer to that relic.
I think
the
this is
TP
a
coming out from the Huskar.
pretty cool play from
Dire's
Duster
top
to be
tower
up here
is under
defending the Nakes. Like, you'd expect the Nakes to be playing on his own because, you know, he doesn't want to
Yeah.
fight until he gets the Radiance.
Radiant's bottom tower
So,
is under attack.
this is just kind of... Oh, he's actually going to make a play.
Yeah. You've got Nuages over here.
Yeah, this is cool because you feel safe up here because you saw the Nakes here. So they're, like, using that as like a bait.
He's going to TP
Never
out.
mind.
He's going to TP
He's
out.
going mid. They're going to Razor. It's going to be Frank again.
Oh, Frank.
Sorry, Frank. You're the killable hero,
Yeah,
man.
there's the swap. He knows. He knows it's coming. And it's just a sidestep that boulder, but still will be able to get silenced up. They go and use the Magnetize Arm, hoping that he can get, he might be able to actually get Prada here on top of that as well. Nice Winter's Curse, they'll turn it right back around over onto Lifestealer, holding him into place. Schofield waiting really patiently over here onto the side, gets that Omni Slash off. We'll get a couple really, really nice bounces. We'll lose Duster, we're gonna lose Prada, and it looks like Nuages is next on the list, although Sexy Pet, he's gonna get swapped out by Nuages. He does have, of course, that Illusory Orb to get himself away, so.
I think if they TP the Winter Wyvern first there, they probably don't lose anybody in that fight. Because the Wyvern Curse, that was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But I think he was like the third hero to arrive to that tower because they all kind of freaked out and TP'd. And that was a pretty good bait. Like, your Razor, he's relatively tanky. I believe he has a hood. He's got a hood, he's got drums, he's got treads. So this guy's, he's pretty tanky. He went the 225 health talent. He's doing a typical offlane thing. Run in, be a madman, enemy team goes on you.
Oh!
Radiant's middle tower is under
Ooh, that was
attack.
pretty scary right there. Nuages trying to make a play.
Dire's
That
top
Huskar.
tower is under
It's like coming
attack.
out from arms. Does get slowed down just a little bit. Nuages is probably going to fall. But Golem, he's thinking about going in. He is going to have to run himself out though. Thanks. He's got the Eye of the Storm pop. He's got him on that leash. He's going to be able to go jump into arms. I don't think you want to go back in here.
Yeah, that's Roche damage right there that he just stole. Punter 26
That is?
static link, easy. Never mind, he's not even going to hit Roche. Oh yeah, there he is. There he goes.
He did. He hit it once.
That's
That
work.
counts, right? That counts. Arms. Oh, Arms has to run away. Throws out that steering chain scope. They're just going to spin the win. Chasing after him. And J. Murray will finish up the Roche. Get himself that Aegis of the Immortal.
Good patience from Arms, not using the Remnant. I like to see Amber Spirits do that, where they like completely, you know, hard bait with a Remnant up. A lot of people will just like freak out and press the Remnant and run away, but good Ember Spirits will like bait a shitload of spells out.
Prada versus Duster.
Is a great conductor.
They just waved at each other. I wish they had gone for the high five on each other right there, right?
Yeah, that is a perfect moment.
Yeah. We are going to see an Ag Scepter getting picked up for the Ember Spirit, though. That is,
Love that item on Ember. I think
on
it's.
up.
Love to get Gunner's opinion on that.
Yeah,
What do you think?
he is the Ember Spirit player.
It seemed pretty good when I've seen it in pubs. Like, it makes the hero global basically, which I get he's already global, but
It just makes
it's like
it
a
even
Nature's
better.
Prophet
Yeah.
without a TP cooldown. It's you're that level of global movement. It's actually ridiculous.
Interesting. We've seen a couple of TAs, but we haven't actually seen the TA Ags get picked up today.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's
I don't
obviously
know.
very, very niche, right?
Yeah, it's like a late game. You get it from Roche sort of thing. I don't think you'd ever buy an eggs on TA. It's not a stat hero. Doesn't care for getting stats. Actually, like there are very few heroes in Dota that are less that want stats less than a TA, because she just has refraction. That's how she's tanky, right?
Yeah.
It's like she just wants She just wants like immunity. That's it, and damage. Death Prophet, you know, she wants the stats because she actually gets hit by damage. You know.
Right.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm sorry, I just had this like that epiphany in my head about TA as like a non-mid player. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Bottom lane, Frank again is going to be the one who gets jumped on. This time, Nuages will be the one to collect the kill.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I feel how many of these kills have just been Frank over on the side of SG?
I mean,
That's
once again,
five deaths.
it's just one of these games where like your read on it as a player is just like the only person that can die to these cores and making rotations is Frank.
Arms, look at this Schofield. He's waiting over by here. He gets the Omni Slash off. He was waiting for Arms.
Yeah, that was nice.
Dolphin's looking real good here. You know, we talked about him. What was his score for the last couple matches where he just hasn't died at all?
0 deaths.
Yeah, he's still on track for that. He has 0 deaths so far.
Dire's middle
Which is
tower
insane with how mad of a player he is.
And they
He's
just go
actually
right
a
up
madman.
over onto this high ground.
Radiant's
Oh, push out the fort. The Radiance is done for the lifestealer, though.
You know what it's like? It's like a honey badger. He's like a honey badger, where everything is so terrified of him because of the way that he acts that nobody kills him.
Jay Murray's going to have to fight his way through here. Nice Winter's Curse going to be able to hold that lifestealer in place as everybody's whacking away at him. Golem, he's not looking so healthy right now. He will get taken down. That's another kill, another notch on the belt here for Schofield, as they're just going to keep on going over here at the Zerax.
Did I see that correctly? Did the Nakes turn off the Radiance?
Radiant's top
I don't know. Yeah,
Why-
he turned it off.
I don't think you can change your inventory during a curse anymore. I'm not sure if you can toggle,
Maybe he was...
because you know what people used to
Yeah,
take their items
they used
out,
to put them in their backpack, right?
which
should not be.
that just doesn't
honestly.
that seems like a bug. That seems like
It's
a
a
bug.
feature.
It was for a while.
middle tower has fallen.
This is exactly what you'd expect from a Huskar lineup, though. Like, you
Right.
lose one fight, and because he's Huskar, it just takes your high ground.
Yeah, the aggression is real here, coming out from the side of Thunder.
Have you seen this hero late game, though? It's actually really good late game, too, with the pure damage from Spears, the Huskar.
I haven't seen. I think when's the last time I saw a Huskar? And that was before they.
It's actually a good late game hero, surprisingly. It's just
They're
killable, you know?
hunting arms. Trying to bait him in with Parada. Gonna try to go Remnant through. He will just run away though, and he's not that done here.
That's space right there. That's what you want to do with. Oh, he's got the Ags. So
He does have the
this,
Ags.
This guy's
I
just.
thought he finished that though,
Middle
like
tower
earlier.
has
Did he?
fallen.
I thought so.
It's 300 gold, so.
Maybe I guess he must have just finished.
Ah,
it.
Frank.
Oh, Frank, but he has a haste rune at least. He stole that rune away from.
Oh, the BM play. He like paused his hero for a second. He's like, "Are you serious?" And then he uses the remnant. That's hilarious. He wanted that haste so bad.
Of course.
Does the I'm pretty sure that 2.5x Ember speed. Does the Aghanim Scepter make it faster percentage-wise?
I don't know.
Increases the cast range, initial remnant speed. It doesn't say by how much.
Aegis does get reclaimed though during all of this, so they don't have to worry about that coming off the Huskar. but-
Like, I'm pretty sure if you get the haste and you have the Aghanim Scepter on Ember Spirit, you activate the haste and then you send one of the remnants. It's like it instantly is there.
I kind of want to see that now. I'm actually disappointed.
I wanted it. That's why Arms was
Yeah.
probably disappointed. He's like, I wanted to see how fast that was.
I mean, you can test it in the lobby too. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
but
have
that
to
would-
be doing- that would be fun though to watch it in like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
match.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I want to see somebody like feed with a haste rune, something like that, or like
Alright.
own people with a. I don't know anything that's entertaining. Schofield's just been like silently farming this entire time. I think he's actually the most farmed. I know it's Huskar.
Lane. They're gonna try to maybe save Jay Marine. They're gonna do the kickback right over to Golem. Golem trying to get a little bit deeper into the trees though. He's just gonna TP himself out. Impulse not gonna be able to find him.
Oh, they did have the curse.
They did have the curse, but they have to get the flying vision. They have to know exactly where to go. In fact, he's too late. Too late, my friend.
The flying vision on Wyvern actually kind of sucks for scouting over trees because, well,
It's good when you get the night vision. I
you actually
think,
don't
too.
have flying vision. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Over
sure.
trees?
I'm pretty sure you don't get flying
I
vision.
thought you did.
I don't think so. I think you just fly over trees and you don't have flying vision. The
Filtration,
trees block you.
Added night vision range.
Like, I'm pretty sure you still see the fog circle, like the
Oh, okay.
angles. I think when the hero was first added to Dota, you did have flying vision, but they removed that.
They changed that.
Yeah, they removed a lot of vision from things.
Wyvern was broken when she
Yeah.
first came out. Like, you could still use all of your spells on top of her Winter's Curse.
So was Troll, and then they removed the vision from the Troll axes, and so was Mars. He's still broken, and they've lowered the vision on the spear.
Yeah.
So like it seems like that's a common thing here, where they just put the vision to a huge number, so people play it, and they're like, all right, this isn't
This
necessary.
is too good. This is too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're enjoying it too much.
Yeah.
Gosh, I remember when Oracle's
Nobody
like
enjoys playing
ultimate
Mars.
had like an 11-second cooldown or something like really stupid.
At max level, it was like
And
20,
it was like
20-second.
yeah,
cooldown
and
or
it was
something.
like invis on top of that, like
Oh
naturally.
yeah, it gave invis. Yes.
Oh, that was
yes.
great. Those were the days.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
I miss those days. I'm sure no one else does.
And by
but-
good stuff, I mean actually awful, because I was offlaning versus that guy every game.
They're gonna hope. Nope. We'll be able to go dodge it. Sexy Fat just running himself right back into that base. Does have a regen rune on him too. He's gonna be going for the Ag Scepter.
Jamari's getting a sheep stick on Huskar. He's just
Lockdown. They need lockdown.
He's taking the game into his own hands.
Yeah.
All right.
What was they were doing that on like TA for a while, right?
I
Oh.
I
all right.
actually just watched Gollum and Sexy Fat set up on Huskar, and then Huskar just solo kills the Nate. He just didn't have rage. He just ran at the Huskar without rage.
Yikes!
He
I don't know
died
why
from
you're
full
doing
HP.
that. Seeing Chain's holding a razor into place again for Frank. Frank is just like the whipping boy here on the side of Thunder Predator, it seems.
I can't believe what I just watched.
I can't believe what we're seeing. Is that what you're trying to
I'm
say?
just looking. It's like, oh, he just is gonna rage, right? He just didn't have rage.
Radiant structures.
Now they don't have actual creeps right now. So
Oh,
they're going
Sexy
to backdoor.
Fat.
He's going to jump forward again. Nice swap coming out, but he's still going to get taken down. Arms going to be taken out. Nuages is next. Going to try to get this tower. Of course, they don't have those creeps in the base, though, again, so they have to fight through the back door. They did get a buyback, though, coming out from Ember.
I was in a pub the other day with Husky, actually.
Radiant's top
And
shrine is under attack.
We got double raxed when backdoor protection was on by like a Sven TA.
Oh,
I
God.
cut the creep wave, and it's like, all right, they can't rax us. They literally just took 2 minutes raxing us through.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the most depressing thing. You'd be surprised. The backdoor is actually not that strong. It
It depends
tricks
on
you,
when
man.
in the game, too, right?
It
Like
does.
what
It
items
does.
you have, if
And
Deso
what
or
heroes?
not, and-
What heroes you have
Yeah.
too. But you know, it's deceiving. And did you know if you hit a tower and it heals back to full HP, it'll actually heal to 1 HP less than what it was at before.
Really?
So technically speaking, if you hit a tower through backdoor, you are still chipping away at it. Just
Oh,
by
hold that thought. Looks like Prada is going to get held to play silence. He'll go and follow up with that Dream Coil. His Sexy Fat has to run himself away from Schofield. And there's going to be the Magnetize coming out from Duster, but Duster's just going to get jumped on by J. Marie. They'll be able to go and get that kill. And now Arms has to run himself out with that Remnant, or else he's going to be the next one on that list. Watches? Yeah, he's out.
Dire's structures are
this
fortified.
Lifestealer Radiance has not been.
This is a 16k net worth lead right now. Yikes.
Radiant's middle
It's
tower
just a dead
has
Earth
fallen.
Spirit, but this doesn't even matter. Like, I don't think they can fight regardless.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough damage. I think sometimes you just get Huskard.
Yep.
And you get Schofield, because Schofield, you know, he farmed great. Like, all of his movements have been really just
He's the insurance policy.
spot on.
That's
Radiant's
All right, just
middle
like that, they take the middle racks. They're just going to go right back down here over to the bottom. Silence comes out over onto J. Marie. Will get held into place. Throw out those stones, silence him up. Schofield, standing nearby, will be able to be his bodyguard, be his Kevin Costner to his Whitney Houston here. And there's going to be the Omni Slash. It should be able to take down the Wedges. In fact, the puck actually going to be the one who helps seal the deal. And J. Murray just jumps for the Hex being used. Going to be able to take down Sexy Fat. The rest of the side of SG forced back into their fountain. This is going to be Megas. I don't know what they can hope to do. They will try to go forward, though, with that Remnant Arms. They get the silence up. They've got the mech. And again, J. Murray, he's just going to town on everybody here. Arms can't get away fast enough. He will get taken down. There is no buyback on him. The GG gets called Thunder Predator. They take this game.
They're unstoppable. That was unreal. If you were a millennial, I'd say...
You know what?
I feel like if you're Frank right now, you're like, it's totally worth it. All those deaths, totally worth it.
Somebody's got to do that. You know, that's what, as an offlaner, your job is in the game. It's to just walk around feeding. Somebody's got to make the space. And I, you know, you look at this game, you say, oh, J. Mari, what a Huskar performance. What farming with Scof. I don't care, okay? That means nothing to me. What was a good performance was Frank running down every lane, understanding he's the only hero that can die, tanking up, going the HP talent. He knew what his job was, and he executed perfectly. MVP.
MVP. I mean, he got the job done, like you said.